Here we are going to use some of the other formatting that Excel already provides to us. I will first highlight the cells that I want the data formatting to apply to, then click on Conditional Formatting, highlight the cell rules, and here we want to take those that are above average. So we'll come down here and above average. You notice that it is already filled in with the light red fill and dark text, those that are above average. That sounds good, so I'll say OK. While we still have them selected though, let's look at another feature. If I click on Conditional Formatting and look at data bars, notice as I go over the different data bars, I can see how they're applied also to this data. Kind of fun. I like to pick something like this where you can see how a particular value relates to the other values in this data set. With both sets of formatting, we can see not only those that are above average, but we can see how each amount fits in with the rest of the data set. Moving down, let's now add color scales. We'll highlight the data, Conditional Formatting, and look at some of the color scales. Notice how the color changes as we go over them. I'm going to select this one so that we can see that the low values are in more of a yellowish tint and the dark green ones are the higher values. To examine this even further, let's look at the next worksheet. Highlighting the data, let's put that same set of color scales in here. You notice where these are one after another, the numbers, you can see that shading change from a yellowish to a dark green and how that affects each of those values. Let's also examine some icon sets. Notice as you hover over the different icon sets, there's a lot of variations. I'm going to select this one. You'll notice the top third have check marks, the bottom third have X's, and the others just a yellow exclamation mark. Maybe I would like to have these instead be the top 20% and the bottom 20% with the checks and the X's respectively. So I'll come up here and Manage Rules, click on that rule, edit it, and I'm going to change this to greater or equal to 80% over here, and this one down to 20%. And say OK. Apply. And now only 20% have check marks or 20% have X's. The rest are all exclamation marks. Moving on to the next icon set, let's highlight it and examine a few more icon sets. Looking at the ratings, we have stars, we have moons, we have squares filled in. We're all used to data bars. I'm going to pick one that has 4 data bars in it. And you can see who is in the top fourth, the bottom fourth, or in between according to the number of bars they have. We can have a lot of fun with some of the preset icons and also change the values as we see fit.